In today's tutorial, this is what you are going to learn: a peplum key split. So that's what we are going to learn in today's tutorial. So I'd already started making it, but I just decided to film it for you. Okay, so welcome back to Stylish Naija channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to cut a peplum plate. Okay, so we're going to be doing a key split, but it's going to be in a peplum form. So the first thing you are going to do, you are going to cut your peplum. So use any peplum pattern that you already know how to do. So in case you don't know how to cut peplum, you can check through my channel. I have various ways, that means freehand pattern ones of cutting a peplum or a flay. So you can just go through my channel and get it. If you can't find it, you can send me a message on WhatsApp. I will send you the link. Okay, so just cut your peplum. Like I said, cut your peplum, your flay. However, for instance, if your waist is 20 inches, let's use 20 inches, you are going to cut your peplum 20, but you are going to cut two pieces. That's like you're cutting like double of your waist measurement. You understand? The double of your waist measurement that I mean is not, you are not cutting it on one flare. Oh. You are cutting two flay. You understand? So just like duplicating, yes, let me use that word. I think it's better. You are going to be duplicating your peplum, because you know you are going to be adding key splits. So you need it to be full, or else it's going to be scanty, because key split is one kind of plate that it takes in a lot of fabric, but yet it looks like nothing has gone down. You get? So after cutting, for instance, this is your peplum, this is your full peplum that will round your waist. You are going to cut two pieces of this, two full peplum. You understand? So that's what I'm trying to explain to you. So I'd already started working on this piece before I decided to shoot the tutorial. So that's why I just used this pattern paper to just do a mini flay. So this is actually the fabric I'm working on. So please, before I continue, if you find this video helpful, please like this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Okay, share the video. So the next thing, you are going to get your interface. You're going to cut your lining and lining. Yeah, you cut your hairstay, and then you're going to cut your um hem, your gum. That's your soft gum, soft stay. Some people call it soft stay, some call it soft gum, whatever. So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to be joining your flay together, your peplum. Can you see? So you can see this one I'm holding, and this is supposed to be your normal waist. That's your peplum that will round your waist. That's your normal 360-degree flay. Okay, so now what I have now is 720, because it is two pieces. You understand? So now that two pieces that you have, you're going to join it at the center. Some people can decide to use maybe just like 1.5 peplum. You can do that also. It depends on how full you want it to be. Okay, if you don't want it to be that full, you can use 1.5. That's instead of cutting 720, you are going to be cutting. Hope you, I know you understand what I mean. So you are going to stitch it, as join it together at the center. That's join your lining together, and then join your flay together. Also, that's your main fabric piece at the center, and then you're going to place them. You're going to sew it at the down, because you need to line it. You understand? So you join it together, and then after joining, you're going to turn them and then give it a good press. Okay, so after that, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to start placing. So note, you remember that the mid of the, before then, that top part, stitch everything down. Okay, so after stitching everything down, the next thing we're going to start plating. So like I said, please, if you have not subscribed to Stylish Naija channel, please subscribe. And if you like this video, share it with your friends, please. I would really appreciate. Drop a comment. You can just say hello, say hi, give me hearts. That's okay. So this is the main and top part of the bodies. I'm just trying to get the midpoint, because when you want to pleat, you actually need the midpoint. So put a notch on that midpoint of the blouse. So for the down, the peplum part, you really don't need to add a notch. Why? Because you know you will join the flay at the center. So obviously you have a visible plate lined here. So the next thing you are going to do, we're going to start pleating this. So this you can actually do it in different ways. So initially I actually wanted to pleat it on the body of the blouse. Okay, so that's what I was just trying to do. I was trying to get the midpoint, because this particular kiss and pleat, the center, you are going to be covering that middle. Why are you covering the middle? Remember, we joined it, so that was why. So you see that midpoint now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take from this side, that's like the side just beside the plate. I'll take one, that's the side beside the joining, sorry. I'll take a little piece, you understand? So, and then I'm going to pin it down. What I'm trying to do, everything, the aim or the goal is to cover up that stitch. And then I'm creating a key split now at that middle, that's the center front. Can you see? I'll just bring it from one side and then bring the other side. At this point I've not measured, I'm just like eyeballing what I was trying to do. So like I said, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like the video, okay, give me a thumbs up, say hello, say hi, give me hearts. I would really appreciate that. Okay, thank you. So I'll pin it down. So at this point I was trying to pin it down. So after pinning, so this is how the middle will be. So you can see why I was trying to cover up that front. If not that line, you saw the line that was on the lining, that's how it will be in the front, and it will not be nice. So the next thing, we're going to measure how many inches we are going to be using. How many inches? Yes. So we're going to be making use of like 2 inches. So initially as I was teaching, I used 2 inches, but later I think I later changed it. Yes, I later changed it to about 3 inches. Okay, so please note, you don't need to use my own exact measurement. It depends on the client's waistline. Okay, so like I said, another thing, if you don't want to use 720 peplum, you can use 1.5. Okay, so you're going to be plating them. So when you plait one to this side, you bring the other one to meet the peplum, that's to meet the other plate, sorry. So you measure again from that point. If you are using 3 inches, you measure and you press it down. Just use your hand to press it down. You can see the way it is staying down, and then you pin it. So you pin it, you see, and then you measure again. From that point, you are going to measure the inches that you are using, and then you are going to bring it to the side again. Just make sure you keep doing that until you get to the end. Okay, can you see? Like I said, you saw that this one was a little bit bigger. That's what I told you. I said I changed it. I later changed it to like 3 inches. I did not use 2 inches again. So note please. Okay, so you can see I'll place it down, and then you can see that part. So that's how I kept doing it until I finished. So at the end of the day, when you are done, your waist is going, you are going to be left with the exact waistline of the blouse. For instance, like I said, if the blouse waist, if you can see the blouse, see I'm placing it and then checking to make sure that it is equal. Can you see? So that's all you are going to do in order for you to achieve this. So I'm going to stitch it and then show you the final look.